Most entrepreneurs think burnout is just the price of success. But what if your drive is actually your dysregulated nervous system in disguise, keeping you stuck in hustle, overthinking, and exhaustion cycles that feel like ambition but are really survival? I am Giovanna Beer, and I help high achieving founders regulate their body, rewire their identity, and build wealth that actually feels safe. In this video, I will show you the 5 hidden signs that your dysregulated nervous system is quietly holding you back, and how I help my clients use somatic awareness to scale sustainably without burnout or self betrayal. And if you want to discover your own regulation pattern, take my free nervous system mood ring quiz. It will show you exactly what state your body's in and what to do about it. The link in the description. The first thing is you think that hustle mode equals momentum. You say you're in your zone, but let's be real. You're not in flow, you are in fight or flight. You are consistently working, but nothing actually feels satisfying. That I just need to do this one more thing voice, that's your adrenaline talking. You've trained your body to believe that safety only exists when you're busy. So you chase tasks, validation, and even chaos because stillness still feels like danger. I used to think that my 12-hour workdays were proof of commitment. It turns out I was just running from discomfort, mistaking chaos for purpose. My nervous system was so activated that rest felt unsafe. And if you feel like that, if you feel that you're always keeping yourself busy, doing those tasks that don't necessarily move your business forward, one of the things that you can do now, and I feel it's very regulating, extremely simple, and I like to do when I'm in between tasks, just take a moment to get comfortable and take a deep breath. You can take another one. And you can feel your shoulders starting falling off so you're not up here. And make sure that your belly is inflating and deflating when you're breathing. This helps create pause and teach your body and your brain that it's safe to have those micro moments of calm in your daily life. The second point is the burnout procrastination loop. You sprint, you collapse, you recover, and you repeat. You work long days for a month, and then you binge watch Netflix for 3 days, and you call it just needing a rest. What is really happening is your body swinging between overdrive and shutdown. It's like pressing the gas and the brake at the same time and wondering why your engine starts smoking. You're overloaded. And the moment you slow down, your body panics because it doesn't yet trust resting and slowing down. And if you find yourself in those loops, and I see that a lot with people that get into the launching loop, that they launch for a big cash infusion and they get excited and then they need to deliver the program and they're completely burned out because they used all that energy during that launching phase. And at the end of delivering whatever they launch, they are stressed again because they need the money and they need to hype their energy to get that cash inflow again. So, if you feel that you go through that a lot, we can do this one simple activity that is called orienting. So, you can take a moment to get comfortable. Take a slow, full breath in, and we're gonna breathe in your belly and let go through your mouth. And now I want you to start noticing what is around you. Say out loud 5 things that you can see. Maybe it's your coffee mug, a book, the light coming through the window. Then you're going to notice 4 things that you can hear. It can be the hum of your computer, a car outside, your own breath. Whatever that is, focus on 4 things you can hear. And then 3 things that you can touch. It can be the chair under you, the fabric on your clothes, and your feet on the floor, for example. Then 2 things that you can smell. And finally, 1 thing that you can taste. And usually when I'm doing this orienting exercise, I have my tea or my water by me. And for what I can taste, I just take a sip. The simple practice pulls you out of the stress hustle pattern and back into the present moment. You're focusing on things that are happening right now. We're teaching our body that it's okay to be right now in this moment. It's safe. There is no tiger chasing you. There is no emergency, no threat that you need to outrun. Just you right here in this moment. The third thing that I see is when people are plateauing in their business. And that can be a plateau in revenue level, a plateau in clients number. Plateauing is not a strategy failure. It's actually you in your safety mode. So you've been stuck in your same revenue level for months, maybe years. You tweak your strategy, you hire new coaches, and deep down, nothing changes. And here's the truth. Your body doesn't believe that expansion is safe. It thinks that more money, more visibility, more clients equals more threat. So it quietly keeps you right where you are, safe, small, and a little bit stressed. This is not sabotage. This is safety. And when we make your body feel safe and growth, your results stop feeling like a fluke and start feeling inevitable. And for here, it's a simple journaling exercise that I like doing that can help you find the pattern of what feels safe for you. So we need to start where we are at. So the first thing you're going to do is grab your journal, grab your pen, and just write whatever is the plateau that you want to break. And I want you to just write the number down. Next to it, you're going to write the number that you want. Your revenue, numbers of clients, whatever that is that we're focusing right now, that you feel you're plateauing. I want you to take a moment to really feel in your body, what does it feel like to say that you reach the number. I'm going to use revenue level here just because that's what I see most commonly. So you want to generate $500,000 in revenue every year. How does that feel? Imagine if you were telling your partner that, your parents, your close friend. Imagine yourself in situations that you're talking about your revenue level, and how does that feel? And here we want to focus really on that sensation. Like, do you feel a little bit scared? Do you feel like you're stuttering a little bit? Focus on everything that you feel like your body suddenly got hot or your body suddenly got cold. And you're going to write everything down. It feels too big because you think it's going to add more to your plate and you're already at capacity right now. Do you feel that people are going to start looking at you differently? That people from the past are going to start appearing and asking you to borrow them money? What is that is happening? Is it something that comes up in your mind that you heard your parents saying that more money equals more problem? Whatever it is, write it down. We wanted to have everything very clear. Once we have awareness of our subconscious patterns is when we can start changing them. And now we're going to focus on one of those things that speaks the most to you, that feels like a block. And you're going to start trying to prove that wrong. And you can do that by finding evidence around you of people that have reached that revenue level. Whatever that is, start making a plan. And every day, start practicing looking at the mirror and saying, I generate $500,000 in revenue this month, whatever the number is. That will help you start regulating and making this new number feel safe. So your body feels safe achieving more. As a consequence, you will automatically be able to do the tasks that you need to do with more ease and less force. Next, we have performance disguised as leadership. You're visible, you don't feel seen. Every post, every launch feels like an exam that you didn't study for. You're showing up because you feel you should, not because you're inspired, not because you want to share your gifts, you want to be of service. And your body knows. You hold your breath before going live, and your nervous system is screaming for air. Visibility isn't safety, and leadership isn't performance. You don't need to show up more. You need to feel safe being seen. So that is the first thing we need to work on. The first thing you're going to do is choose the medium that you want to show up. It can be online, on Instagram, YouTube, a podcast, or it can be in-person events. It doesn't matter. Feel the place that you want to show up and think about how you want to show up. What inspires you? What are the things that you feel called to share? What is the best way that you can be of service for your community? That is what we're going to focus on, because leadership is not doing more, is embodying what you believe to be true. So we want to make sure that we're removing a lot of the extras, focus on the things that really light you up. Perhaps you really like writing, so maybe having a blog or a Substack will be something that feels very in alignment with you, and it becomes easier to show up and share your truth and step into your leadership. And lastly is a very sneaky one. And this is sneaky because you think you're finally zen, but what you might be feeling is actually dissociation. And that's when we step into that dorsal vagal state, like the freezer response. If you feel like you're numb, floaty, almost like nothing bothers me vibe because you don't care enough, that is not peace. That is your nervous system shutting the lights off. You're mistaking being disconnected for being calm, because it's the only version of stillness that your body is still remembers. This happens a lot, especially after high stress, burnout situations where we just shut down. True regulation doesn't mean being chill all the time. It means being alive in your body. You're present, you're responsive, you're able to rest without collapsing. There's so many self-regulation exercises that you can do. But when I think about people that are in that dissociative state, and to be completely honest, for me, it's very easy to just slide into dissociation instead of dealing like with the stress. One of the things is that we need to reframe rest, and we need to reframe what a regulated body is. It is be able to being trigger and complete that stress cycle, right? Release that energy out of your body and be very conscientious and present when you're making your decision. You're being intentional, you're not being reactive. So if you feel that you are in that state of dissociation and you kind of feel calm because you're not that high stress, but you're actually feeling very tired, sluggish, one of the things that I recommend is start to move your body. And it can be simple exercises that you're doing frequently. And when you're doing those exercises, making sure you're focusing on your breath. It can be some simple like stretches. You're stretching your head a little bit like this. Just moving your body in a way that feels good, and start adding some movement so you can get out of that dysregulation, of that dissociation, that freeze kind of response, and start adding movement and energy to your life. When your nervous system is dysregulated, no strategy will save you, because your body will always win the argument. Regulation is not about doing less, it's about doing differently with awareness, with safety, with space. Your body is not the problem, it's the compass. When you learn to read it, when you learn the language that your body is telling you, you stop chasing strategies that don't fit and start building a business your body can actually trust. If you're seeing yourself in the signs, start with awareness. Take my free nervous system mood ring quiz to discover what state your system is currently living. You're gonna get my favorite regulation practices so you can learn how to self-regulate and add that to your daily life. The link is below. Subscribe if you're ready to regulate, rewire, and rise, because the next level of your business isn't your next strategy. It's your next exhale. I'll see you in the next episode.